Live. Oh shit, we live. Oh,
Hey.
hey,
Oh, there's a camera. Okay. Here we go.
there you go.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? Savage AF is the name of the show. I'm your boy Black Pedro coming to you live from the streets.
And I'm Shane coming live. I'm alive, but hey, scan back behind you again.
I got drip on there. Oh, yep, there's a little something back there. Okay. Speaking also back there, I'm live outside of Mercado, Santa Monica.
I've been to Mercado. It's nice.
I love it. It is their 10th anniversary. Shout out to Jesse Gomez, the homie, fellow graduate. The people shouldn't talk like that. But anyways, love the spot, man, and just want to give them a shout out, show them some love. 2 days before my birthday, Savage AF, fuck your feelings. Facts matter. Your boy's about to be 45. We out in these streets right now, Shane. But we're here live for the people.
We're here live for the people. And,
most of the time we're on YouTube and Facebook at the same damn time, Monday through Friday. Mondays and Fridays, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, typically. Tuesday through Thursday, typically.
It's
these minutes,
6, and then
6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
But we're going to be doing a short show here. We're just going to do
a quickie.
A quickie. This is a quickie, but the quickiness of it is trying to keep it as up as possible, even though it's a Savage AF. Apparently, everybody's Savage AF. Man, the shooting in Texas is fucking bananas. 18 kids, 3 adults.
It's up to 18 kids now?
It's 18, yeah. We're just
wow.
on the,
When I left the house, it was 14 dead.
No, and it's 3 adults.
3 adults, wow.
Yeah,
wow.
So basically, what we're going to talk about Savage AF, we're not going to have all of the topics this time. It's like we normally do. But what we got to talk about is the fact that this young man was able to go in and buy a gun that literally is just for murking motherfuckers.
Well, he obviously should not have had any access to any weapon. And as far as I know, they didn't have many details other than he was an 18-year-old. This 80% Latino community, largely Mexican American, and he, appears to be of that community as well.
Right.
Went to the high school, but this is a case where he went to an elementary school, man. So this is like Sandy Hook type shit. But these are young kids. I think they were like kindergarten to 4th or 1st through 4th graders, 2nd to 4th.
It is.
We're talking about 7, 8-year-olds, 10 maybe at the most.
Yeah, and he and apparently the police shot this motherfucker. I think they should have shot the motherfucker in Milwaukee too, but.
Oh no, you mean Buffalo?
Buffalo. I'm sorry.
Last week, yeah.
There's so many of them because there was one in Milwaukee.
Pick a city.
Too.
Yeah, pick a city.
There was one in Milwaukee. So what it does is, it makes. I personally think that we're at a point now where high schools, unfortunately, and now elementary schools might have to have armed guards just in case to really. Combat it to a point. I mean, I don't know.
But even, in Buffalo, there was an armed guard, and he lost his life. Shooting at. He actually made contact with the shooter in Buffalo, but that brother still lost his life. 55-year-old armed guard. As somebody who's become a gun owner in recent years, the past 2 years, you guys have heard my story, and so obviously I can't sit here and be like, nobody should have guns, but obviously it is way too easy for the wrong people
an assault rifle that is only made for murder. It's not made for hunting. There ain't no deers that you need to fuck up with a bullet that goes a centimeter apart from each other. And yes, Pedro is outside of Magic City.
No, it's called Mercado. Look, it's right there.
It's called Mercado. I've been there before, but guess what? He is outside of Magic City. He's
He's
out,
crazy.
and what he's gonna do later is we're going to the stripping club.
The stripping club.
the strip.
Yeah, that's where we learn to strip
Yeah,
wood
that's
and
where you
refinish
learn
it.
how to strip. And
Taking
then
the
after
furniture
that,
making class.
we're gonna go to the graduation class of strippers. But
There you go. It's a
but
donors meeting
yeah.
for education.
So the two things, since we're doing a short show, I want to talk about is, and I'm gonna go back to the shooting, but Herschel Walker fucking won in Georgia, and it makes me
primary?
realize that Georgia people are the fucking
Georgia
dumbest.
people.
Georgia people are the dumbest cunts in the world.
You're not even Georgians anymore. You're just
They're not
Georgia
even Georgian.
people.
Georgia people, you stupid backward redneck motherfuckers, and you coon cage ass Herschel Walker that can barely talk and beat your wife. You fucking cunt. You're gonna lose, because if they let this motherfucker win, then
But well, so and there are weird things going on in these places, man. Because like, they're also though Georgians or Georgia people,
the Georgia people.
Georgia people, they chose Brian Kemp over David Perdue, who was the Brian Kemp is the incumbent. When we know him from the pandemic, and he wouldn't turn the election for Trump or do anything. He wasn't going to do that. Motorcycle.
Oh shit!
Sorry.
Fast and Furious.
They're chasing James Bond. My bad. Brian Kemp was on Trump's shit list, and David Perdue was the Trump-backed candidate. So while Herschel Walker is definitely Trump's coon monkey and seems to have taken this next step,
he is a coon monkey.
David Perdue did not. And by the way, David Perdue is the dude who lost to John Ossoff already in 2020. So, and gave up that Georgia Senate seat that he was holding. So, yeah, man, there's like a weird mix of some Trump candidates are getting through, some are not.
Some are not. But Herschel Walker, this inarticulate fucking backward coon cage ass wife beating bitch ass nigga. Are you kidding me? It's
CTE.
like I be wanting to win, and then when I win, and then the right, the left wing, and woke people.
If you like CTE, vote for me.
Exactly.
CTE is for me.
You can't
Georgia.
make fun
Hi,
of
Georgia people. That sounds like it. Yeah, Maya Baker. These are just the primaries, but also, yeah, very telling. But yeah, it's hard to read. Some of these states are rejecting Trump-backed candidates, and some
but some are embracing it, and with their cheating ass, and when they lose, they say, "Don't give up, fight it to the end." No, motherfucker, you lost, bitch ass, you lost. And you know what? If Herschel Walker wins, I'm coming down to Georgia. I'm dipping my hand in
Georgia
shit.
People.
And all you Georgia people, I'm gonna run real fast and smack all y'all with a shitty smack.
Ape shit.
What's up, Queen B, Nicole H, AJ Fit. Yeah, AJ Fit. AJ Fit, you want some of this? You see my neck, nigga?
Wait, why you on me? Wait, why is it doing that? I'm trying to hit this one. God damn it. I was trying to hit this one. Oh, there you go. So AJ Fit said, so a Skid Row scooter out scooping the homeless for some. But man, no, listen, man. That's not why I'm on these streets.
That's exactly why he's there.
But listen, I will update. She's texted like 2 more times. My hobo, and I haven't responded to anything, but she is definitely not. None of the shit I said to her connected, dog. Like, she's like, maybe we could try again. Are you free? Last time was a little awkward. I was like, a little awkward.
A little awkward.
Are you crazy? Yeah,
you
crazy.
Fucking hostage taker. Shut up, man. I feel like I needed like a negotiator to come in and help you. Like, man, will you back away from Pedro? Get off the couch, move away from me. And then they cut your electricity off.
I was gonna blink the lights in an SOS pattern, like Morse code, and hope the neighbors, hope somebody has military experience.
But Queen B, he is a homosexual.
Hey, whatever. Y'all gotta accept
But
all of us. All right, sexuality is a spectrum.
it's all a spectrum. But
I like kicking my chicks out into the street.
she held you hostage though.
Yeah,
Now
that was terrible.
that was a hostage situation. And speaking of hostages, you Georgia people are held hostage by stupidity. The frightening amount of partisanship and just not even thinking about what does this man even bring to the table pertaining to any kind of intellect, insight, policy. You didn't even fucking do that. What you did was you said, well, what Trump likes him, so I likes him, and we likes him because we Georgia people. Yeah, I want to beat you bitches with a peach.
Where you get your peaches?
Yeah, fucks. And anybody that's in Georgia that don't like what the fuck I'm saying, catch me outside.
Cash me outside. Yeah, man. You know, and speaking of held hostage by stupidity, you know, that relates back to the gun problem in America as well. And looking at the shooting at Robb Elementary in what's it, Udaltas, Texas. I'm sorry, I'm getting in. I'm on the streets, y'all. I don't have the info in front of me.
I looked up the information, but the point is, it's Texas again. What the fuck is wrong with Texas people? What the fuck is wrong with Texas people? I'm not calling them Texans, Texas people, because it's not all Texans, but there's a good amount of you Texans that believe in this bullshit. And that, you know, these psychos, and they are psychos, and it's Uvalde, Texas, and this young man obviously was fucking out of his mind. He killed his grandmother too. He shot his grandmother, crashed his car. And he did. And so what I'm saying is, we're seeing situation after situation like this. That 10 people in Buffalo, 18 elementary school children
victims
and 3 adults. So what we're saying here, Pedro, in my opinion, is this is just the beginning of it. Even though we've been having it, I think we're going to see a lot of copycats, and they're coming now. You hear them? They're coming through.
No shit. They're on to me.
No, so I'm saying I think we're going to see this again. It makes me apprehensive about, well, not here as much, but it makes me apprehensive about, because Xavier's in middle school, and
I mean, you know, I didn't grow up in the safest school system either, so like, you know, there were certain dangers, but like,
not somebody coming in and murking. That
you know,
people.
the idea. I mean, we did fire drills. We even had tornado drills before in Detroit, but like, you know, the idea of like combat situation drills for like kindergarten and up, K through 12, where, you know, you got kids like, all right, kids, this is a pencil, or what we like to call an eye lance, okay? What you want to do, you want to get in close and then both eyes, right? Like,
and now listen,
you know,
okay?
This is a paperclip and a throat slasher.
The movie today is John Wick. I want you to learn how to take out multiple shooters. And so that's what we're doing. Yay! All the kids are like,
when they replace gym class with Krav Maga, it's like,
yeah, that's
America's
what
not doing this right.
Queen Bee, I think you're absolutely right. This is Sandy Hook all over again. But
Parkland,
I think
this is a lot, man.
This is worse. No, it's not worse than San Diego, because it was in the 20s of people
Parkland, Florida is still the worst.
The worst. And so what I'm saying is the fact that we're losing track of how many of these motherfuckers is happening and how many people are disturbed in this country, and we don't talk about mental health until, well, white people say he's anybody, when it's a white person, it's a person is mentally unstable. But if it's a black person or a Hispanic
in this case,
person,
I think Brown,
a Hispanic person, then he's just a murderous thug killer, and they like to do that. So I'm gonna say, you know, El Cuchadamas.
Yeah. So they caught the shooter with bullets, apparently. So the shooter is dead in Uvalde, Texas.
I think that was part of it, what he wanted to do. Honestly, I think that I mean, killing his grandmother and kid. I think that was.
This doesn't seem So this wasn't racially motivated, which is, you know, looking at Buffalo, that was one of the questions that came up in this, you know, highly Mexican American town.
I don't think it was.
No, it just seems to be, you know, a regular old case of crazy motherfucker with a gun.
Yeah, the normal crazy. But
Yeah,
I mean,
not just racist, but
and Biden said, for God's sakes, in his speech about 10 times, for God's sakes, when are we going to stop doing this? For
well,
God's
and this
sakes.
is this is when the rhetoric comes out. Like what's his name, Chris Murphy from New Jersey or whatever. He, they were giving him pub for he's like, what are we doing? Like he went on some passionate thing. It was like nothing's gonna change, and
Nothing's going to change.
understand that the House has passed some gun reform measures that the Senate hasn't moved on and won't probably, but the reality is, and everybody, a lot of talking heads have been saying it, is like it's not going to happen. Like nothing's going to happen in America that's really going to prevent this. Even the Buffalo shooter, like this motherfucker, had red flags, but the system still didn't kick in properly.
But this is where it is racial. When it is somebody white, they do let them get away with they're crazy. They let them get away with the crazy because there's no fucking way this kid in Buffalo should have possibly had a fucking gun after being red flagged after the shit he said and did. And the racist shit that was on his Facebook, on his social media. So fuck him and fuck the police up there for not dropping this bitch as soon as they saw him with a gun and they know he killed a bunch of people. Drop this motherfucker. But they don't. But this Latino cat, they dropped him. I think it was a suicide thing for
was it a suicide? Maybe, I mean,
I believe it was.
There's such thing as suicide by cop, but
I think it is.
But and obviously this is a sick individual. I mean, he went into. I mean, there's no school you should go in and shoot, but I mean, an elementary school.
Well, you sounded like you're like, well, there's some schools.
Well, no, but you know what I mean. But like, you usually think of like, and he was 18, so you think of like disgruntled high school student going back to get revenge, but this is like some other bonkers crazy shit.
Right, and Nicole H, you're right. They are going to keep letting them kill people regardless. The police killed a man in Houston after he got out of his car in 1 second. If you look at Tamir Rice, 30 seconds. If you look at how quickly they are willing to drop a person of color, but they are not willing to drop a person that happens to be melanin
look
impaired.
Like them.
Melanin impaired. So the bottom line is, we're going to be doing a short one this time. I think that the bottom line in this situation, at least with me, and I don't know what you think, is this, even though it's been happening a lot, I see it's going to be more frequently. Because this shit in Buffalo was, what, a week ago? Yeah. And so when someone sees this on the news that might be unstable, they think, well, hey, this is the fucking, that's the thing they're telling me.
Go out in the blaze of glory. What'd you say, Skipper? His dog is talking to him and shit.
Yeah. So red rum. They definitely a lot of red rum crazy motherfuckers. And I'm hoping that if I don't want this to happen. I don't want the people in the feed to want this to happen. But if we are going to have a mass shooter, and because we can't stop it all, can Herschel Walker please be at the yogurt place when it's happening?
Please, man.
Because that motherfucker, could Trump with his evil ass be in a situation like that?
Come on, brother. Come on.
Yeah, he's the devil.
Yeah, man. So my bottom line on this is like, nobody, no responsible gun owner needs a gun the day of.
No.
Right. So that like any place that will let you walk in and out of a place and buy a gun just, that day, that month,
right.
Nah, bro, like that, things like that need to stop. Like there is obvious gun reform that could happen that would not affect the industry or sales.
But they make so much money off of the assault rifle money is too big, man. I'm telling you, it's too much money. They're not going to do it.
Like I said.
And by the way, AJ Fit, Miss Pedro isn't going to spend the money. He took a hobo home. Here comes another. He's not.
No, man,
all right, listen, let it go.
I'm done with that life.
He's outside the homeless hoochie, and it's been fucked up.
Man, I'm in Santa Monica. They got some good ones out here, though.
Yes, it's Santa Monica ain't the same. So what we're going to say is, make sure you subscribe to the channel because we're going to get out of here soon. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, you stink, and your mother stinks, and your mother's mother stinks.
But cleanse your family by subscribing to
what makes you smell better? I can. You know what you do? You do this. ring the bell.
Damn.
You get a notification. You give us some thumbs up, and then then all of a sudden, what's the smell? Potpourri. That's what it is.
Potpourri.
Now there's something that can't scrub off the smell of Kuchadamas's mom, which is you can't clean ugly. I'm fucking with you. And oh my God, I agree with you, Queen Bee. Abbott is a doofus. I wouldn't have used doofus. I'd use he's a cunt.
He's letting anybody get a gun, carry a gun. Doesn't matter. Just everybody get a gun.
Right, because
now this happens in the state.
You know why? Because he's beholden to the fucking gun lobby, and we already know he's been beholden to the gun lobby, and that's what it is. What's up, Rain of Love? What's up? Hey. I see some more people jumping in, but we're gonna be jumping off here.
Yeah, we're about to jump off, y'all. I'm in these streets tonight.
And
Miss Adverb, you're gonna pay for this baby, all right? This is your child.
Okay.
You can deny it all you want to in the comment section. That shit ain't real, mama.
Don't worry about it, Miss Adverb.
Give me my money.
He's going to impregnate.
Ain't no Similac on the shelf.
He's going to impregnate the hobo-hos.
Yeah,
the Satan. The Satan and Abbott need to go. I agree with you, Queen Bee, but they're not. Because the conviction, before we go, the conviction of the right wing is heavier, definitely more focused, and more corrupt to win than the bitch-ass Democrats with their soft fucking mentality, and they're all made of yogurt and fucking cotton. All of these bitches. So it's not going to happen. Very soft. So I think the way the Democrats are not going full blast at these motherfuckers and speaking of the facts of the case.
I think there's an adult field trip walking past me right now.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know where these motherfuckers are going to.
I hope we get to go to the museum. It would be nice.
Everybody got their permission slip?
Yeah.
Hey, hold hands. Everybody do a count.
Make sure. All right, don't lose nobody.
Savage AF, y'all. We'll be back here tomorrow, 6 p.m.
Tomorrow, 6 p.m.
If these cops don't get me first.
And then I'm going to let y'all know, tomorrow night, if you're in the LA area, I will be at Supernova Comedy. Comedy in Hollywood, California. Then Thursday, I will be in Hollywood, California at the Laugh Factory Comedy Club. And then this weekend, Friday and Saturday, Cleveland, Ohio. I'll be at the Improv Comedy Club, and then in Chicago with Pedro, myself, at Zany's, one of the top clubs down there, Zany's Comedy Club in Chicago.
We coming.
Chi-Town. So letting you know what the deal is. We out of here. Short show. Boom, boom, boom. In, out. Please be careful out there. Obviously, there's some nutty buddies in the fucking world. Keep your head on the swivel. Pedro, look out behind you. Oh, that's just another hobo-ho. My bad, man. Whoo, scary.
I know how to handle this.
You know how to handle it. You explained it to her. She texts you again. All right, so, we will see you tomorrow, 6 p.m. You know what it is. You know how it is. Savage AF, share with your friends. We appreciate you. And if you don't appreciate us, we still appreciate you. And I appreciate them. All people I appreciate is Kuchadamas's mom. Bye, sweetie. All right, y'all. We out.
All right, y'all. Peace.